AskRaven, the quiet ones call, and I answer with wings, for I hover above where memory clings. I glide through seasons that never forget, through tides where shadows and starlight met. And what you think is past and gone still walks the beaches you drift upon. Tonight, wanderer, I guide you to the last of three, a trio tale of water, kin, and shifting energy. 3 coats, 3 who walked into stone, and now 3 who met a glow unknown. You, your father, and one more, a pattern whispered on every shore. Listen, the Reid Pass. I soared above the Reid Pass line, where currents twist like braided twine, where cedar cliffs lean over foam, like ancestors watching their roaming home. You traveled there, full grown, seasoned by waves, with decades of storms and ocean saves. A skipper's instinct, sharp and clear, the kind that sense when something's near. Your father stood beside you then, older still, from a time when nets were mended by lantern spark, and stories moved through wind and dark. The 2 of you rode through the moving tide on a vessel that knew your weight and stride. A day so calm it nearly slept, until the place where the shoreline swept, open into a clearing bare, where something waited in the air. You slowed, you stared, your father too, where someone familiar had come into view. Figure kneeling on the shore, there upon the sandy spread, knelt one you both had long called kin, a quiet shape with lowered chin, frozen still as if bound within, a moment carved from glass and fear that held him fast and drew you near. I perched above with wary eye, for there was a tremble in the sky, a feeling that the breath of land had paused to listen, tense and grand. He did not rise, he did not turn, he knelt as if the waves could burn. And he must bow to heed their call, unmoving, breathless over all. Then from the forest shadow seam slipped out a soft, unnatural gleam. The emergence of the green light, a spear appeared, not blue, not white, but cut from pure and vivid light, a shade of green, so strange and rare, it bent the dusk and stilled the air. It drifted forward, slow and near, no sound, no wing, no step to hear, the silent motion, calm and sure, as if it knew what it came for. Your father stiffened. You felt the same, for this was not mere lantern flame, not swamp grass trick, nor phantom glow, but something shaped with intent below, the level where human senses sit, something intelligent within it. The orb moved gently to his side, as if the world itself had died, to quiet all unnecessary sound, and only this encounter found its way into the trembling shore, where rules of threes begin once more. The beam, then came the beam, a narrow thread of living light that softly spread across your cousin's open face, holding him in still embrace. His head rose slow, not from will, but from a force that found him still. His gaze looked upward, wide and bright, caught in the curve of emerald light. His shoulders eased, his breath grew thin, a trance took hold beneath his skin. From where I flew I felt the shift, a widening crack, a cosmic rift, a mingling of 2 worlds unsure, which one would take him evermore. You watched, unable to break the bind that held your voice and stilled your mind. Your father watched as well, I knew. The weight of silence clung to you. Then, without a sound or trace, the glow retreated from his face. A shimmer passed across the sand, and both the orb and kneeling form slip from the moment's trembling hand. Gone, not hidden, gone all right. A vanished figure and green-white light. The double premonition. The ocean doesn't often speak, but when it does, it finds the weak, points in the heart where truths pour through, and whispers what the world must do. As your vessel eased along, a knowing struck you deep and strong. Not fear, not worry, not mere dread, but something heavier, quietly said. Your father felt it too at once, two minds struck by the same response. I heard his whisper in the wind. Something has taken hold within. Two watchers, one spear, one glow, three lives tied in a single flow. The rule of threes at work again, binding coastlines kin and when. The lost time. After the glow, the tide of thought began to thin and come to naught. Hours blurred, seasons slipped, memories tore and loosely gripped. Journeys vanished from your mind, those herring runs you now can't find. Mornings missing, evenings thin, moments gone that once had been. Your father felt the thinning too, though he speaks less of what withdrew. This was no tale from childhood's seam. You stood in full life's grounded beam, yet time still bent and folded thin around the place where light stepped in. Some things wander or never chance. They mark a deeper, stranger dance. The news had brought the memory back. Later, far away from tide and pass, you stood in Steveston, solid grass. Beneath your feet the world reset when someone spoke words you won't forget. A simple phrase, quiet and bare, but heavy as the salt that gare. He's moved on. And the memory cracked, a shattered wall, the orb, the beam, the kneeling fall. Everything you could not recall returned in one cascading call. The clearing, the strange green light, the shared premonition, in fading night, two watchers, one glow, one soul drawn elsewhere, three lives woven into cosmic air. Thus the story closed its ring, a third event in Raven's wing. So ponder now, from where you sit, was that green spear a visitor's writ, a guiding tool, a searching eye, a bridge between the here and why? What force can steal a memory whole and mark its truth inside your soul? What tide can take one from the shore and leave the rest to wonder more? Three tales, three lands, three crossings made, a thread unbroken, never frayed. The pattern hums through cedar and foam, a sign that something walks your home. What you forget, Raven remembers. Through fire and embers, Raven remembers. Nevermore, nevermore, nevermore.